全都不会说话，全都会证明。
It won't talk, it only proves.
See, last time, for the rematch, you warned Joe Joyce it wasn't just going to be Chinese power, it was also Chinese speed. Is that what we have in store on Friday for Joe Parker?
上次打乔伊斯不仅是 Chinese power， 还有 Chinese speed。那打帕克是不是也会一样？
更快。
Faster.
Faster. He's got older and faster.
He said the fight's gonna finish faster.
You think you can get him done very early?
就更早会结束比赛吗？
有可能会。
Yeah, possibly.
Do you feel like his team are relying on you getting tired, going later into the fight? Because Joe Joyce wasn't able to take you later into the fight. But maybe Parker thinks if he can get you later, you'll get tired. What do you think?
因为乔伊斯之前想把你拖到后半程，没拖成功。帕克的团队呢，可能又想把你拖到后半程，他们可能会制定战术把你拖到后半程。你觉得会不会有这个可能性？
有这个可能性，因为他肯定看过我和科尔维奇的比赛，也看过我和弗瑞斯特的比赛，然后他们肯定想着我的体能不好，这是他们的战术，肯定我想着体能不好，把我拖到后半程，他们以点数来取胜。但是就看他有没有这个能力把我拖到后半程，就是拖到后半程，我也有能力把他们结束掉。
I believe that's possible. Because their team, they study my tape, they study the Hrgovic fight, they study the Jared Flores fight, and they believe that going to the second half of the fight, that my conditioning will go down, and they will have the leverage to beat me on points. Even that happens, I'll beat him in deep water.
And those are the words of Zhilei, Big Bang Zang, as he states that he will KO Joseph Parker, possibly earlier, just like he did Joe Joyce. And let me counterpunch. I think that's the plan, and I think that should be the plan from Zhilei Zhang. Team Zhang should go in aggressively, work with what you have, and get the job done. Okay? And the reason for that is, we all know the Forrest fight, the Hrgovic fight, he had problems. The stamina wasn't there. It just wasn't. Okay? And if you notice, when he said, well, that's a possibility because they've watched my tapes and they've seen, that these other guys were successful in these areas, one loss and one win, in his credit after going past a certain amount of roundage, right? He did not say, I'll still beat him in deep water. It wasn't really convincing to me. Okay? It just shows that, hey, that's a possibility, and that's how you beat Zhilei Zhang. Okay? Taking it to a guy that big and that powerful is not smart. Okay? Boxing him, moving, using speed, tiring him up, tiring him out. There we go. That's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Not, hey, go in like Joe Joyce. Juggernaut! Because eventually you're going to run into something that you can't penetrate. And that's what happened to Joe, unfortunately. But if you do move and you can go over the wall or around the wall, right? Not through the wall, you should be fine. And the factors that I'm looking for is, okay, well, what's going to stop Joseph Parker from getting past these amount of rounds? Well, I mean, besides the punching power and the Chinese power, right, that Zhilei Zhang possesses. But what's going to happen if it goes past 6 or 7 rounds? There's no implements of a strengthening conditioning coach. There's no change in diet. There's no, we've seen this guy, just a huge unit, an aging huge unit. Okay? So there's nothing that really changed on, besides his age, and that's not a good thing, especially when you're dealing with speed. Because when you get older, you don't get faster unless you get smaller, and we haven't seen that. Okay? So there's nothing that convinces us that he will be prepared or will be sharper or will be just as good or is capable past round 7, 8, 9. Okay? Or should I say really round 6, because I still look at Zhang as a 6-round fighter. Now, I'll say this though, to be fair, he did go 12 rounds with Filip Ergovic. He just didn't do it convincingly into the, successfully when it came to constant pressure or constant aggression. Okay, you can tell it with that vehicle was kind of putting a little bit. You know what I mean? It wasn't full on, pedal to the floor type aggression that we saw in the first 6 rounds. So we have to take that into account. Okay, so yeah, Parker saying that, hey, yeah, we're gonna, I'm gonna be faster, I'm gonna be sharper. I mean, that's what they bank on. And expect this. Don't be surprised if Joseph Parker don't come in lighter. Okay? Because I think that would be a smart move. Absolutely. But you guys tell me what you think about Team Zang speaking that they're gonna knock out Joseph Parker early. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!